Mama.
Hey guys, look who is here. After 3 long months, Ameera is back in Riyadh. Today, the 24 hours lockdown was lifted to 15 hours of curfew. And today was the first day of allowing transportation between the regions and cities inside the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia by private cars during the non curfew period. Both the little ones were super excited to meet each other. It's been pretty long and they were really missing each other. The brother and sister was having their own time. And definitely we siblings. It's been 3 long months that I've met Sherman and this is just our family time. Alhamdulillah. So though they came over, I have made some desserts for them and I'm gonna share the recipe with you guys. One was Snickers pudding and the other one was kunafa. Starting off with Snicker pudding. So the bottom layer is gonna be the digestive biscuit layer. For that, I'm crushing some digestive biscuits. Adding in some melted butter and mixing them all together to be the bottom layer. Moving on to the next layer. For this, I'm using here thick cream, 1 tin of thick cream. And then to this, I'm adding some cream cheese. I'm using the triangle cheese. You can use any other cheese. I'm adding here 10 triangles. Then to this, I'm adding 4 to 5 tablespoons of condensed milk. It can be more or less according to your taste. Add quarter cup of milk and then add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. I'm using here the crunchy ones. You can even use the plain one. And mix them all together. You can either mix it with a mixer or with a hand blender. And then this goes as the second layer. If you wanted to serve them as in like a cake, you may add a little bit of gelatin, but I'm gonna serve in like a pudding, so it might be a little loose. Now I'm melting 2 Snickers. To this I'm adding a cube of butter and melting it. You can even double boil this. Is the melted Snickers. To this, to have a creamy consistency, I'm adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of cream. And this Snickers layer goes in as the third layer. goes into the refrigerator for at least 5 to 6 hours or overnight. Moving on to the kunafa. Now this is the easiest kunafa I've ever made. I was craving for some kunafa and this was a quick fix. So to the pan, I'm starting off with making the cream for the kunafa. To the pan, I'm adding 1.5 cup of milk, and to this, I'm adding some condensed milk for sweetness. This is completely optional as the kunafa is already served with some sugar syrup, but I wanted some sweetness for my cream, so adding in some condensed milk. To this, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 triangles of cream cheese. Mix them all together, and this goes into the burner in a very low flame. Then to this, I'm adding 1 tin of the cream and mix them really well. So this is the consistency of the cream which we are looking for. Now keep them aside. Moving on to the kunafa. I'm not using any kunafa dough here. I'm using here vermicelli. Crush the vermicelli with your hand to thin slices. This vermicelli makes the kunafa super crispy. I must say this is much better than the kunafa dough. Super crispy and very yum. In a pan, roast the vermicelli with some butter. As I have mentioned earlier that it was a quick fix, so I was not having enough vermicelli with me and I had 2 different kind of vermicellis. So though it was not enough, I mixed both of them together. So the color difference shows that it was 2 different brands. That's completely fine, isn't it? So I'm layering it as the bottom layer. And then adding the cream layer. And ending it up with the rest over roasted vermicellis. This goes into the oven for 10 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. So this is the easy kunafa. Top it up with some crushed almonds or pistachios and then serve hot with some sugar syrup on. Hope both my recipes were super easy to satisfy the dessert cravings. Do try it out and let me know your feedbacks in the comment box below. If you haven't seen my other videos, do check it out. And see you soon with another video. Bye bye.